What's up YouTube, Life with a Pepperoni here, and today we're going to be converting a S13 valve cover to an S14 style. So the reasoning is a PCV valve in the S14 system is a lot better. So what you want to do is weld the front cover of this, because S14 and S15 sr20 has a VVL cam, so adjustable cam, where S13 doesn't, and the covers don't exactly match. So what we're gonna do today is cut the front one off of the S13 and weld it onto the S14 one. It's not a huge process, but I'll give you guys a couple, couple hints and tricks of how to do it, and just follow along. Subscribe, hit like, hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, here we go. So here's the S13 sr20 valve cover. And here's the S14/S15 one. You can see on the front here how it has the hump. That's to accommodate the gear for the VVL variable valve timing, I guess you would call it. Nissan's version of it. So you can see here how the baffling is a bit different. I don't know the huge difference, but everybody does this, and well, not everybody, but a lot of people do this, and makes a huge difference. So S15 and S14 was like the latest of the, the sr20 family. So they were the newest and greatest of it. So people started doing this, and now I got asked to do it, so I'm just going to share it with you. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to draw a line across the middle here. Seems about the best place. And here we have these casting lines to go off of each side, and then I'll mark it on the outside, and I'll just take a zip disc, cut it around here on each side, and then I'll take this head, thanks Josh Redding, I'm going to plop it on, and then we will know how to do it. So yeah, what I'm going to do is start off with, I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to kind of mark off a couple common holes and lines here. Can't really see that. There's a couple bolt holes and the valve cover, so I'm just going to take a little ruler here, and I'm just going to mark off roughly where we are. Just give us a good highlight. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I just take a flat piece here, and then here I have my ruler, and I'll just mark out. So right now I'm just doing 1 3/4 as far as I can, and that will allow me to draw a straight line across, and I'll do that on both sides, and then that will give me the kind of length that I need. So So here I marked it out. I made a couple common points on each one. I'm going to use that line, not that line. I screwed up. Same as this one. That was the original one, but then I measured off this one and it made more sense going there. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use a piece of tape to go across. I'm going to, this side's garbage, so I'm going to put the tape on this side. So I cut this side. And then on this valve cover, this side's garbage. So I'm going to put the tape on this side so I keep this side good. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. So I got it fitting on there now. So now I'm just going to sand here. You can see like here's pretty well good. This side is very far away. I'll have to sand this a little bit. And then I'm just going to grind to fit here. So it's one of those situations. One of my favorite tools. It's a Milwaukee Fuel band file. They work really well. They're fully adjustable. They work with all the 3M belts. You can switch speeds and rotation. They work really well for aluminum. They work really well for steel. They don't get too hot. They're just an overall great tool, and I feel like it's one of the must-needs in a garage. It works better than a grinder. So here it is. Like I said, it's pretty annoying, but you just have to like, there's nowhere steady to measure off of, I guess you could say. So you kind of just got to get a rough, cut it a bit more, and then kind of like just grind up to it type thing. It sucks, but kind of is what it is. So you can see there, the fitment's pretty damn good. So unfortunately, I ran out of TIG welding gas, so I can't finish this now. So I'll go tomorrow morning and grab that as usual. And yeah, so this is what it takes. So now that we got gas, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat this up. I'm gonna preheat this a little bit just to see the condensation come out. You'll see little lines and stuff, and then that'll be enough to get the welder going, and then we're gonna weld it. And then the customer also wanted AN bungs welded into here. This one and this one, so I'm gonna have to heat these two, I guess, collars off. These will pull out. And then I will weld these. You can see the condensation and the water coming out right there. See, like there. If you guys are wondering why I'm not doing these as well right away, it's because once this whole thing gets hot, these will be able to come out like with less heat involved. So I'll do that. So what I'll do is I'll tack one side, then I'll tack the other one, and then probably one in the middle, and then I'll just do a full bead around it. So here it is. This one was being a real pain. I don't know what happened, but I had to do it a couple times. This one turned out good. You can see a couple holes here and that. I didn't want to go any deeper. But it looks pretty good for the most part. When you put these two together, they're kind of like, oh, where's the camera? They're like this and like this, so they're not exactly flat. So I had to blend it in a little bit. But for the most part, it's pretty damn good. You're going to put some, if you're going to paint this, you'll probably put some filler or something in there. Maybe some JB Weld just to flatten it perfectly. But then after that, you're golden. And there we have it. And there we have it. How to do a S13.4 hybrid valve cover. Like, subscribe. Hope you guys like it and enjoy.